Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with the new chapter, Compound and Multiple Angles. Now in this chapter we have many formulae and the whole chapter is based on formulae itself. Of course, in the previous chapter, trigonometric functions, also we have done few of the identities, also learnt conversion formulae as well as magnitude of different T ratios, angles we have already learned. Those tables are very much useful here also because conversion formulae we have to use it everywhere wherever angle is more than 90 degree, because in first quadrant all the angles are positive, so there is not much of confusion. But when you go on to second, third or fourth quadrant, then obviously conversion formula are to be applied. Now in this chapter, as the name suggests, compound and multiple angles. Compound means a plus b, a minus b, and multiple is twice a, twice b, that is double angle, triple angle formulae. Now first exercise is based on compound angles. So there are these many formulae which I have already written for you. I'll explain you one by one. Sine of a plus b is equals to sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. Look, when sine of a plus b is there, you are getting plus here. When it is minus, you will be getting minus here, and rest of the terms remain as it is. Now for cos of a plus b, cos a cos b minus sine a sine b will be the formula, and when it is tan of a plus b, then tan a plus tan b upon 1 minus tan a tan b, and if it is minus, accordingly change the signs. And now comes cot formula. Now this cot, of course you can use 1 upon tan, then also you will get cot, but we have a direct formula also, so that is cot a cot b minus 1 upon cot b plus cot a. And next, sine of a plus b into sine of a minus b is equals to sine square a minus sine square b. Now this formula is comparable to your difference formula. As you have a plus b into a minus b is equals to a square minus b square, similarly we have the formula like this. Now cos of a plus b into cos a minus b is equals to cos square a minus sine square b. This is very important. Look, here both are not cos, this is sine. Now tan of a plus b into tan of a minus b is tan square a minus tan square b upon 1 minus tan square a into tan square b. And the last one is tan of a plus b plus c is equals to tan a plus tan b plus tan c minus tan a tan b tan c upon 1 minus tan a tan b, cyclic order is to be maintained, minus tan b tan c minus tan c tan a. Hence these are the formulae which you will be using in your first exercise. So you have to write down all the formulae in your maths register center page and learn them forever. Please learn it now itself. And children, one more thing I am observing, that many of you are keeping the files in your mobile only and thinking that you will learn maths from here itself. No, that is not possible, children. You have to write maths, because maths is learnt only through writing and practicing. So please do write all this in your maths register, and whenever I am giving presentation, please note down everything in your fair copy, because again and again going on to the files or previous files is not possible. Once you have written, then obviously you have it in your hard copy, that is your fair copy maths register, so that is there with you forever. So please do the work side by side. Now don't postpone it for other day. Understood? I hope you will try to cooperate and please do it properly, systematically in your maths register. Now children, we will start with exercise 5a, that is we will try to learn the application of formula to different type of trigonometric problems. Now how to use these formula which we have just now learned, we will learn it now in this exercise. We start with question number 1, very elementary, very basic question, that is calculate sine of 15 using 60 and 45. So obviously you can write sine 60 minus 45 as sine 15, and now we will try to use the formula sine of a minus b. Now you can recollect the formula sine of a minus b is equals to sine a cos b minus cos a sine b. Just now I had given these formulae to you, so I hope you remember the formula. Now in place of a, write down 60, in place of b, write down 45, and hence you can calculate the exact value of sine 15 without using table. So 60 minus 45 degree, sine 60 cos 45 minus cos 60 sine 45. I hope this much is clear. Now we know all these standard values, we can substitute them here on right hand side. So sine 60 is root 3 by 2, cos 45 is 1 by root 2, minus cos 60 is half, and sine 45 is 1 by root 2. Finally, if you simplify, you are getting 2 root 2 as denominator and root 3 minus 1. Hence, the final solution is this. If you want, you can further rationalize it, that is multiply numerator and denominator by under root 2 and then simplify it. But as such, since it is a trigonometric question, you can leave it here, or if in examination you want to put the values, you can find out the values. Root 3 is 1.732, root 2 is 1.414, and get the decimal answer also. Hence, I am leaving the answer here at this place only. Now, I will do the last question, that is sixth part. Children, now we will do question number 1, last part, that is sixth part. Now, in this case, they have expressed the angle in terms of pi. So, we will learn how to do it with pi. Let's see what is the question. Question says, cosec 30 pi by 12. Now, first and foremost, since we all know cosec can be changed to sine 1 upon sine 13 pi by 12. We can write like this. All of you are aware of changing cosec to sine, that is the reciprocal ratios. Now we will try to express it in terms of sine of a plus b or a minus b. Now I am going to write it. You can try it in various ways, but I am doing it sine pi by 3 plus 3 pi by 4. Is it okay? Fine. Now, this is compound angle formula. So, we can use directly sine of a plus b formula. So, sine pi by 3 cos 3 pi by 4. I am not writing the formula again and again. You can refer to the formula cos pi by 3 sine 3 pi by 4. Now we know the standard values and try to write down their values without using tables. Now pi by 3 means 180 upon 3, that is 60 degree. So sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Now cos 3 pi by 4, 3 into 180 upon 4. So it will be how much? 135 degree it will come. That means it is in second quadrant. Add sugar to coffee. Second quadrant, sine is positive and cos is negative. So cos 3 pi by 4 will be minus 1 over root 2 plus cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2 into 3 pi by 4 will be 1 by root 2. Hence, you are getting this value. Now, try to simplify. If we simplify, LCM will be 2 root 2, which I am writing above, that is in numerator. Denominator will be minus root 3 plus 1. Now, minus root 3 plus 1, we can rationalize it further. Multiply by 1 plus root 3, numerator and denominator both. If you multiply, what you get is 2 root 2 into 1, that is 2 root 2 again, and 1 2 into root 2 into 3 will be root 6 upon 1 minus 3. So 2 could be taken common, root 2 plus root 6 and denominator minus 2. This gets cancelled. Minus root 2 plus root 6 will be your final answer. Hence, this is the solution for this question. Now, further, if you want to write, you can express it in decimal and simplify the complete solution. Children, now we will be doing question number 2. I am trying to do question number 2, fifth part. Now in fifth part, just see the formula is to be applied just in reverse manner as we have used in first question. Now we'll start with right hand side because the expression is written from the right hand side point of view. Now please see the question. It says express reducing to a single term. So first question, fifth part. Question says sine of x minus y cos x minus cos x minus y sin x. Now just see, this is sin a cos b minus cos a sin b, and the formula is sine of a minus b. Hence x minus y minus x will be the expression in reduced form. Hence x and minus x gets cancelled. You will be getting sine of minus y, and sine of minus theta is minus sine y. Hence, we have used the formula and getting this answer. Now I'll try with eighth part. In eighth part also, it is to be used from right hand side formula. Hence 8th part says tan of alpha minus tan of alpha minus beta upon 1 plus tan of alpha minus beta. So it is tan A minus tan of A minus B formula. Hence, if I express it in that form, tan of A is alpha minus B will be alpha minus beta. Directly I can use the formula, and hence what happens? Again tan alpha minus alpha plus beta. So finally answer will be tan of beta. I hope it is clear. You must have understood the application of formula over here. Now actually the exercise starts with question number 3. 3 onwards you have proving identities. So third question, if we have to prove, I always say when you have to prove, start from complicated side to the simpler side. So we will start with left hand side. Sin alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sin beta whole square plus cos alpha cos beta minus sin alpha sin beta. Now if you remember the formulae, then you will not find any difficulty. This is sin of A plus B formula. So sin of alpha plus beta, it is sin square alpha plus beta. Look, whole square we write sin square theta as this, plus cos square, because of this square, alpha plus beta, and sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. So equals to right hand side, hence proved. After that we write left hand side is equals to right hand side, hence therefore left hand side is equals to right hand side, hence proved. So I hope you understood how we are going to approach the questions of proving type. Hence start from the formulae. Using the formulae only you have to start simplifying and reach to the solution directly. That is, starting from left hand side, go to right hand side. Starting from right hand side, go to left hand side. By chance, if you are not able to reach to the left hand side to right hand side, or right hand side to left hand side, then in that case you can go from left hand side to reach to a proper conclusion. Similarly, start from right hand side, reach to the same conclusion. And when both of the things are equal to the same conclusion, you can also write left hand side is equals to right hand side. Now after that I am trying to do question number 5th. Question number 5th says, again I'll start with left hand side. So left hand side is equals to sine of theta plus 30 degree plus cos of theta plus 60 degree. Now here you have to just do the expansions and get the solution. Left hand side is equals to this. Now sine of A cos B plus cos A sine, cos A means theta, sine 30. Now plus cos A cos B cos theta cos 60 minus sin A, that is sin theta sine 60. Now, this much is okay. We will try to substitute the values now. Sine theta is sine theta. You can't do anything with this. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2 plus cos theta again as it is. Sine 30 will be half plus cos theta as it is. 60 is again half minus sine theta right as it is, and sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So this and this gets cancelled. Now what do you get is cos theta, take common, half plus half, so it will be 1, that is cos theta equals to right hand side. Therefore left hand side becomes equals to right hand side, hence proved. This is how you are going to solve the questions based on the compound angles formulae.